This is the real RV ceiling. This man spent all his savings on a last-century military vehicle just to take his wife on a trip around the world. He spent a whole year building it himself. He transformed the scarred field vehicle into a 6x6 all-terrain caravan of doom. Mr. and Mrs. Carey headed to the barracks first thing in the morning. This is a 1974 Volvo C304. At the time, it was used primarily as a field vehicle. Nowadays, it's not much more than that. It's got 6-wheel drive and 3 differential locks. There's a machine gun port on the roof. It can be converted into a sunroof for viewing. The cabin looks small. At the time, it could hold a dozen soldiers, so there's no need to worry about space. But in front of him was a pile of rubbish. He could only make a general out of a dwarf. Even so, inside, the car looks like it's been through the war. The interior has nothing to do with comfort. The armrest was missing. It was good that Carey had a better idea of the condition of the car. Carey's mind was put at ease with the long-lost roar of the car's engine, but the chassis was in a state of disrepair. It looked like it was going to have to be rebuilt later on, so the first thing Carey did when he got home, he stripped the wheels off the car. The inside was in better shape than expected. Just replace the brake pads with new ones. That's all that's needed to fix the deterioration of the braking system. The universal joints look like they'll last another 2.5 years, provided they're resurfaced and repainted. To get a full coat of grease and a new dust cover. It doesn't look like a lot of work, but with 6 tires on it, it's been 2.5 weeks. It's a good thing that his wife and kids are always there for Carey and kept him motivated. And besides that, the rear axle and driveshaft were painted black, and the chassis looks a lot tidier. Now all that's left underneath is the old gas tank. Carey carefully removed it and left it to his wife to polish and refurbish. He got a Mercedes gearbox from the second-hand market to give the car a power boost. After all, a military vehicle can only go 40 miles per hour at best. It's just not going to get him out in the field. Carey had the gearbox broken down and rebuilt. He couldn't have done it without 2.5 years of auto body work.